is JJ. I'm the General Manager for Interop. Today I'm at our hot stage facility where we put together the InteropNet that's going to Vegas. Here with a crew of engineers, including Mike McAfee from CenturyLink.
Yes, thank you for having us. That'll be part of the program here.
Great. So Mike, can you tell me a little bit about what your role and what CenturyLink's role is on the NOC this year?
Sure. So CenturyLink, we're the telecommunications provider, the data services provider. So we bring in 9 gigs of internet connectivity for the venue through our data centers. We deliver the SIP trunk and the telephony services, so all voice over IP services are going through CenturyLink network. We have co-location environment where we aggregate our bandwidth for the internet through and allows us to go ahead and set up the show, stage the show, and make sure everything works fine. And then as the show goes mobile, from the perspective of leaving this facility and then going to our venue floor, we're able to get access to the data environment for any last minute changes, any patches or fixes, and then when we bring up the show floor itself, the data environment is already existing and it speeds the deployment of services.
Goodness. So how many years have you been involved with the InteropNet?
Since 1997?
Yes?
Yes.
And what is particularly exciting about this year?
So a lot of the services this year is really moving to the cloud, right? The cloud is that kind of the buzzword, but really it's getting ubiquitous access to services. So where you would have services that were under a desk before or in a site data center, they're moving to a network-based data center, a network agnostic or a location agnostic data center is what I'm trying to say. So if you have a problem in a data center relative to your environment, there's other locations are not affected by it because it's no longer tied to that one location. So really that movement of services to the cloud, and being it data services, be it voice services, really is driving some new innovation, abilities to deliver new experiences from the perspective of mobility and mobile environment. And so all these are really, from a communications provider, enabling all the assets that we have out there from CenturyLink Business to a very flexible and architecture that delivers business needs and services.
Got it. So what is an example of something that could happen either a hot stage or on site that's your worst case scenario? What do you plan for?
So we bring in multiple gigabits of connectivity. So as I mentioned before, we have 9 gigabits of connectivity CenturyLink Business has provided. And it's not just, actually, I'm sorry, so let me rewind just a little bit. So days of old, we used to bring internet connectivity to the show floor. We actually started out in '99, we did OC3 directly to the show floor. And we found that there's a lot of pressure to build, bring the services in, and just didn't be as flexible to our customers and yourself. And we brought the co-location environment in, as I mentioned before in the previous question, open that network up for you. And now expanding with the data services, we build out a resilient data center environment, resilient transport provider service. So if a link goes down, we have automatic recovery and failover for those services to a redundant data center within the CenturyLink Business Network. So really it's planning for the worst and expecting the best. Okay.
And a minute ago you referred to this as Camp for Geeks, I believe?
Yes, Summer Camp for Geeks, yes.
Summer Camp for Geeks. So what is it on a personal level? What is your favorite part about participating?
You know, I go back to 97, as I mentioned before, and in those days and even today, right, there's still some very industry influential industry. Oh no, there's a gunfight behind us. Industry influential and IETF founders and people that were very much part of the early days of the Interop. There's no egos, right? They sit down with you right next to just a new person to the networking and doesn't know what the value of a pink cable is versus a blue cable and what that does for you. And they'll explain it all to you. So really it's no egos, and here let me show you how things work, why we do things, opening to new ideas and new ways to do things. Just to me is something you don't see in every day, and I really appreciated that.
That's great. I mean, this is a great example. We've degenerated here into playing with Nerf guns.
Yes,
but
it happens quite often.
It's a little bit of fun and a lot of hard work. Well, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Look forward to seeing you in Vegas in a little bit.
Thank you for letting CenturyLink Business be part of your program, because it's very exciting.